Lewis on a step back for two and trains it.
Gonna have something to say about Rod Strickland's place on that list. So down to 3 and change left. KJ
a little bit closer, and Mullins is one of those. You can't, if you're Georgetown, let him get going early.
That's KJ Lewis.
Now push this tempo. See if you can get something scored before Villanova sets that defense. Because once that defense has been set, it's been a problem for the Hoyas. But
players dominating the floor right now, even though we have two guys that are well over 7 foot in the game.
and it's taking ownership as a staff and not really drawing home the point that they struggled. They know they had a tough night. They've got to bounce back, and they're off to a good start.
Williams, who travels with 4, a 3.
Lewis and a two-man game here. Lewis with 5 to shoot. Three-pointer, good!
Game pressure can Georgetown put on a young team that's had trouble protecting leads and hitting shots?
Carolina, of course, no points off those turnovers, and that's one of the strengths of this Hoyas team. They get a shot on every possession.
It led to the straight shot fake and wide open look. Everyone getting in on the act. KJ
from him.
Here's Lewis. Little seal from Halifa-Nua, and it's a
Fourth steal. Yeah, Lewis has been an absolute thief. He'll pick your pocket if you ain't watching.
Splits the double team to the... KJ Lewis has been ice cold in league play, but he's got the potential to go up.
They need more of that for sure.
Lewis off the drive, got it hung in. 10th UConn 3. Lewis with a...
And drive it, draw 2, and try to get some open shots on the weak side of the floor.
Well, already 3 fouls on Maryland. Lewis all...
Morgan trying to keep this one close as Lewis takes it in off glass.
Rebounding as well as he has all year in Big East play.
Langston Love has also checked in. Boy, beautiful up and under.
He's only had 3 shots, averages about 12 points per game for this team. They need to get him going.
Georgetown winning in the paint, 2-8-0 in this. Add to it now. Halifa-Nua looking inside. There's Lewis.
The team has said to us at shoot around today, if we can just slow Mac down. Lewis, the drive, off for the Hoyas. Lewis steps through. The scoop, no, tip, no.
Ed Cooley wants them to keep their confidence, stay aggressive, and play inside out through the paint.
Find it to KJ Lewis. He had 18 on. Here's Lewis into the paint. Hangs.
Weak side.
Lewis, you know he wants to shoot. Couldn't get that one in.
It's one of those sensational finishes that we didn't see in the first half. Lewis turns the corner, got caught up in the air, and Fox.
They're going to come out, Creighton coming out on a little bit of his own, trying to throw Georgetown off.
Malik Mack, the leading scorer so far for Georgetown.
Now Mack at the top. Yeah, don't be afraid to challenge somebody off the dribble, too, if you have to. KJ Lewis.
Lewis comes around the horn. He got fouled, and he buried it.
The early start. Both coaching staffs talked to us about how do we get started.
Nope.
And we were wondering going in, Evan Haywood, best shooter on the team right now, out with the right thigh contusion. Lewis.
Valuable backup minutes to Bud Clark. They may even play both of them in the backcourt together.
Lewis trying to get some space. Tough shot.
That was in Madison Square Garden. They were hurt when St. John's came here, so they were down a couple starters. But that...
You know, their awareness is going to be a little bit heightened.
That was picked off by Lewis, and he's cleared for takeoff.
Well, only 1 out of the 2. And Georgetown still got a shot here. Need one quick.
And a big spot missing again, claimed by Lewis. Yeah, I think there's a buzz of worry in the building right now. Lewis bringing the
blocked attempt by Iwuchukwu. He looked surprised. That's 3 possessions in a row where he has.
Matt continues to hoist those jumpers. He's 1 of 13 from the field.
Well, earlier in that timeout, he talked about touching the paint.
Lewis inside. He's got a
Pulled out of there by Caleb Williams.
Gotta go.
Outlet right there. Boy, he missed it. Iwuchukwu goes Euro and off the glass. I love this from North Carolina, pressuring full court, but that's the one thing that cannot happen against the press. You cannot get beat.
In the country, only Villanova and Arkansas have longer home openers, but it is in serious.
Williams. Lewis going up to the line.
Prowess as a three-point shooter, yes. And at this point in his career, he's not ready for the physicality.
Put it up with Mulready. Career high, 14 points. Alley-oop,
Want this win, and it's showing up on the floor with the players.
Lewis, their top scorer, waiting to get it going. Good look to Halifa.
Here in our nation's capital, there's Halifa. Ball for KJ Lewis. Bounce pass inside. Halifa.
Here's Halifa. The big man.
Rebounds. Those are winning plays when you're struggling to score.
Lewis finds Halifa.
Playing this game because of that wrist. And he has been a difference maker. Go get it.
Filling in nicely, taking advantage of the opportunity. Lewis lobbing it up once again to Iwachukwu, and Iwachukwu team Georgetown wants us to be.
They want this thing in the mud and a little more physical.
Halifa.
Starting tonight.
And in the starting lineup for the 12th time this season, and the alley-oop.
So they're trying to flash somebody into the middle.
Lewis in the defensive position.
Eyes on the basketball. Look at that.
Gupton has it swiped.
I won't say the best offensive rebounding team he's had, but one of the better ones. He also mentioned to you, of course, with Harrison Ingram and Armando Bacot.
Having good looks, particularly Lindsey, unable to convert, but they will continue to fire away.
Poked away. 5 minutes to play. Not sure Grady's going to come back. Let's see, how does Creighton get into their offense?
And White has been nursing some type of issue with his right foot here in this second half.
And yet again, another turnover.
Good position by Halifa. Couldn't convert, and here comes Lewis on the steal.
14-point game here with just under 3 minutes to go. And Castillo
by himself hasn't been able to find or establish anything on the offensive end.
Not a three-point shooting team. Butler is a three-point shooting team. As a team, they shoot 35.
Pushing him and then pulling him back.
Yeah.
You know, give him a little criticism, but then pull him out of it. And Ed's one of the best at that the entire time.
Grow and thrive. Ford now tying a career high with 9. This after Abraham set up
the clock and then kill you at the end with the wide open three. Good possession by the Hoyas.
Excellent execution. More importantly, a great play call by Ed Cooley. And there's the steal by Lewis.